Okay, welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. I am the Gray Hair Gamer. I am your host. And today, for something a little bit different, we're going to jump over to Rancho del Arroyo, the new map. Notice we are up to episode number 16. So that means 15 episodes of hunting the shit out of Layton Lakes. So we're going to take advantage of one of the big features of this game, and that is being able to switch maps whenever we feel like it. This does a lot of things. It lets you get a lot more experience, to do a lot more story missions, and to keep the game fresh. So here we are back at Rancho. Let's check our map. We've been here twice now for our spotlight, our reserve spotlight showing off Rancho del Arroyo. And we did manage to unlock one extra hunting area. We started off up here at the Casa Grande, the big house, the first reserve that outpost that you unlock. And you can see from the hunting pressure here, we had us a pretty good day checking around this central lake. And then we had a second day where we went over and checked this lake, and you can see we didn't shoot shit. So we decided to come back and try out one of the other lakes. You can see this is actually one of the smaller lakes. This one's a little bit bigger, but we still have many more to go. You know, there are lakes and lake shores everywhere. Okay, that's one big feature with this map, is that the water sources are more centralized. They're condensed so that you have, when you hunt the animals drink times, you have a much higher chance to catch them. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is that we want to not place a waypoint. We want to fast travel. Okay, sorry about that interruption, folks. Something came up here, but we took care of it quick enough. Okay, we want to try and get back up to this waypoint. There we go. Fast travel. And then we are going to reset our time for morning, since we are at we're at dusk, almost dark. And we are going to go check us out another one of these lakes. We are on a little bit later than what we normally broadcast. We did a couple episodes this morning. We did one on just multiplayer, how that all works, how to set up your games, what the different advantages and disadvantages might be. So if you didn't get a chance to see that live, you can check it out on Twitch, and you can also check it out on YouTube. Both channels, Gray Hair Gamer, and it is our multiplayer guide.
U.S. hunters love the glass terrain with binoculars, but if you find yourself in denser cover, tracking's the way to go. Just make sure you keep your bearings.
Okay, so there we got our time set back for morning. And one thing else we're going to do, since this is a download content map, Hey, and we got some chat here. Turnstile Champion, how you doing, man? How's it going today? Saying, love your stream. Got a deer and a coyote the other day. Awesome. Listening from work in New York City. And you deserve way more followers. No, thanks for the kind words, man. I truly appreciate it. We're doing our best out here. We're slowly building up the followers, but you know how it is with these live streams. It does take a bit of time. But thank you so much for your kind words, man. It really means a lot. So we're getting back here into Rancho. And Turnstile, one other thing. I had a fella that was watching the other day mention about doing a multiplayer game. And that was the reason why I did the multiplayer guide today. That if you might be interested in joining up for a multiplayer game, just let me know, man. We can arrange to make that happen. It would be, I mean, it's awesome to talk to the followers, to talk to my viewers, but it'd be way cooler to jump into a game with you. You know what I mean? I am playing on Xbox, so to join up, I believe you also have to be on Xbox. I'm not sure the cross-play situation, but if that's something you're interested in, you know, definitely let me know, and we'll try to set up a day. If it works well, a few days maybe here and there to go do some multiplayer hunts. Okay, so since this is a DLC content map, we are going to go with some DLC weapons. I mean, the 270 that we've been using on Layton has been doing really well for our deer and whatnot. But for this map, we want to carry something a little more substantial. We want to step up here to the M1 with the 30-06 caliber shell. And in my opinion, I think a lot of people's opinions, the M1 is definitely like one of the top 5 weapons in the game. It may not be the biggest, but it has a lot of features that make it excellent. One, cheap ammo, the 30-06 ammo, even the polymer tip is not all that expensive, especially when you compare it to some of the other ammo, like the 7mm ammo, or for the 470, which is like the most expensive ammo in the game. There you're paying just under $3,000 for 10 rounds. This has much cheaper ammunition. It has a very low recoil, so when you fire this thing off, it is not going to jump way up in the air. You will be able to get that sight back down, get tracked on the animal, and get a second shot into an animal, or even take a second or third animal. We're also going to take out the Vasquez Cyclone 45. This is a 45 caliber air rifle. We did one weapon spotlight on this, but unfortunately the RNG gods were not smiling on us. We didn't get too much to shoot at, but it is an excellent secondary weapon for when you're in a situation where you're in closer range or there's smaller animals. Has a surprising amount of knockdown power. Okay, and we have our 30-06 polymer tips. You can see we're getting 40 penetration out of that, and it's also recommended for classes 4 to 8, which covers a wide range. That covers pretty much all but the largest animals, like your moose, your buffalo, bison, that type of thing, and all but the smallest animals, your bunny rabbits, your coyotes, and in fact, this game, for this map, the bobcats are actually considered a smaller animal, so there's where our Vasquez takes care of that. So we want to get that ammo as well. And you can see the difference here. This is the high penetration ammo for the 45, and it only rates as a penetration of 27 versus 40 for the 30-06. And let's see, we want to get scopes for those. Actually, we're just going to take the one scope. We can use the same scope on multiple weapons, and we don't have to manually switch. When we set it up in our inventory, it will switch it for us. So we can use this higher power, a little bit higher power, 4 to 8 power scope on both our rifles without any issue. The 4 power scope actually works pretty well with the 45, being that it's a shorter range. It's basically max range is about 125 meters. But with the higher power scope, you can really zoom in and get a much higher chance at a vital organ hit or that lethal heart shot. And being that the 45 has that less penetration, being able to target that shot in there better really helps you out. Our calls, we still have our Doe Bleak call, which will work well on this map, and we have our Jackrabbit call. We haven't really unlocked too much else yet. We do have our Doggy Biscuits. We are stocked up. We have 15 of those because as our special little guest star today, we have Gunner, the Wonder Dog, who's going to be out with us today, helping us track, hopefully, the many animals that we're going to see and shoot. Let's see, we have Scent Eliminator, our Axe Body Spray, as I call it. We only have 13 doses of that left, so we are going to jump back over to the store and pick up a few more shots of that. We did manage to get a bit of money. We're up to $12,000 right now, so we can afford to splurge a little bit and get some more scent blocker. When money was tight, we were being pretty lenient with it, using it sparingly only when we really had to, but now we can afford to, use it a little more often. And we got another text. APC Burning Net says, "Hi mate, hey man, how's it going? Thanks for joining us today, man. We're just getting ready to head out here on Rancho and hopefully make some kills on these whitetail. Start us a little bit of a Great One grind. We mentioned previously, one of the big attractions with this map is it is only the second map after Leighton Lakes wow, that took our money down real quick. The second map to feature the white-tailed deer and to feature the Great One. So we're really interested. Hopefully we'll get some good shots on the whitetail. We can start culling them, start getting them to respawn, and so one day we can get that Great One. We are packing a tent. And one last thing I want to check is our binoculars. We've been using just these plain Jane starter binoculars, and we will be able to unlock eventually a rangefinder set of binoculars. There we are right there, binoculars. And okay, we have to be level 11 to unlock those. And we also need $12,000. Those are very helpful for range, especially when you have your zeroing perk unlocked. Normally when you start the game, your scope is set for one range. which is considered medium range. Now, depending on the weapon, it varies. Like for our 30-06 here, our M1 medium range is 150 meters. For our Vasquez air rifle, medium range is, I believe, 50 or 75. For shotguns and pistols, medium range is like 50 meters. So when you're aiming at an animal and you are set for 150 meters zeroing, if they are at exactly 150 meters away, where you put that crosshair is where your bullet will land. But odds are you will not be at exactly 150 meters. You may be closer, you may be further away. If you're closer, your bullet can actually hit higher than where you aim. If you are further away, the bullet, eventually gravity takes over, the bullet loses velocity, and it starts to drop. So you have to adjust where you aim, accordingly. But once you have that perk unlocked, then you can set a 0 for short range. Like here, let's get out here and let's show it with our M1. Okay, now if you look down in the bottom right corner, next to our heart meter, next to our noise meter, you'll see a little in green, 150 meters. Now that is considered medium range. So if we take aim and say this jar here is right at 150 meters, wherever we put that crosshair, it's going to hit. But now if this bucket or this crock, whatever you want to call it, urn, was at 200 meters, then we would actually have to aim slightly above it. Okay? To get that because of the bullet drop. And when we have those range finding binoculars, we will be able to quickly tell exactly how far away that is. It will say right in the middle of our display right here. Right now we've been using a little trick, little exploit, whatever you'd like to call it, where if we see an animal and spot it, here, let's head out and hopefully we'll be able to show. Now we did already basically hunt the shit out of this side of this lake, but we want to move on up north and get, there should be there are 2 other lakes up here. We want to try and get up to this lake. So instead of going through this territory again, we're going to try and come up this left side. So let's head on out and see if we can find something. And when we do, we'll show off that trick. Come on, Gunner. Gunner the Wonder Dog, ladies and gentlemen. Where's he at? There he comes. He's our little tracking machine. We've been slowly getting him some levels up. But we do want to make sure, yes, he has no hearts right now. He's not really bonded to us. We want to interact with him a little bit. There, that got him 1 heart. And let's see if we can praise him and play with him a little bit. Yeah, there we got 2 hearts. Okay, that means he's gonna stay closer to us. He's gonna obey us a lot quicker, and he's gonna stay on the job a lot more. So he'll be okay. And APC, you're from Australia. That's awesome, dude. Nice to meet you. I'm actually American. I was born and raised in America, but I'm living in Italy. What time is it there in Australia? I know that is a big difference in the time zones from here and from the United States. Okay, so we're going to head on up here towards this lake. And the first episode of our Rancho del Arroyo Spotlight, we had an excellent hunt up here. And it says it is 5:25 in the morning in Australia. Wow. Well, it is about 9:30 at night here in Italy. So that would make it about 3:30 in the afternoon on the east coast of America. Wow, what are you doing up this early? Or are you still up from last night? But yeah, our episode number 1 for the Rancho del Arroyo Spotlight, we had a great hunt. If you missed that and you want to see just how many animals can be on one map, and that's the one to look at. We have that in our YouTube channel in the back episodes. Okay, that's one thing we did not check, our windage, and we are very much downwind from these guys. So time to bust out the axe, the body spray. And that was a pheasant. That was one of the new animals right there. He is. Okay, so now we can show off this trick. With this binoculars, we do not know how far that guy is away from us. We don't know how to aim our shot. But if we do this little trick, because it's in the game that when the last animal you spot appears on your map. So we can go in here into our map and try to get as close to the center of that as we can, and we can drop a waypoint. And now we will know he is roughly 116 meters away. So that's one little workaround of not having the rangefinders. Can't sleep because ex-girlfriend called at 2 a.m. Oh, bummer, dude. That's pardon my French, but that's a shitty way to get woken up in the middle of the night. Now, if it was current girlfriend and it was for a booty call, then that would be a different story. But when it's an ex, yeah, I feel for you. Okay, and here we got a bighorn sheep. I think we can take him. He's out a little further past that. And there's something else running up there. There's another bighorn sheep. We'll go with 150 meter 0, and we'll see what we can do here. Come on back here, buddy. Don't make me shoot you in the ass. Okay, we'll try and see if we can sneak up on him. As with the 30-06, that is one of the medium-sized animals. We could shoot it in the ass and probably get the kill, but it will by no means be a quick kill. We'd be much better off if we could get a side shot, get into those lungs, get a vital organ. Okay, but again, there's one of the ringnecks pheasants there hiding in the brush, and they are a little different the way you handle them. In the game, you're level 60, 21 diamonds. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I actually reset my career when I started this stream, so folks could get the new player, free player experience. But last time, yeah, I was at level 60, but I did not have 21 diamonds, that's for sure. I'd only managed a couple diamonds and a couple rare coats. I had gotten like one albino moose and one albino gray wolf on Yukon. Yeah, my hunting lodge was not very impressive yet, but I did not have the time in that some of these guys. Now here we go. Boom, right in the chest, and dropped him. Was that a hit? I don't know if that last one was a hit. We'll let him go. Run on by. We'll check for blood in a bit. But yeah, when Rancho, man, they definitely say there are a lot of animals. They were not kidding. You play on PS4. Nice. Yeah, I'm playing on Xbox. So I don't think crossplay is enabled between those two. With the big rivalry between them and all. I think, don't quote me on this, I think there may be crossplay between Xbox and PC, but I know there's no crossplay between PlayStation and Xbox. Okay, the only thing we have to worry about with these fellas is I'm not sure what class animal they are. We may have used too big of a bullet, but let's find out. Ooh, flesh jaw, upper neck, middle neck. Let's check our harvest. No, we did get proper ammo. Excellent. So we got our full bonus, and it was a silver. We'll take it. We'll definitely take it. Almost $1,000 right there. Boom. And we leveled up, so that means we'll get a perk or a skill, something to unlock. And let's see where these other ones went. There's the second one here. Gunner down to 1 heart. Okay, we're going to have Gunner get some free XPs. And we're going to track. We're going to have him track even though we can plainly see the kill right here. It will still help him out with some experience points. And there he did. He leveled up as a tracker. Good boy. And that got him a heart back, giving him that praise. And there we go. Flesh and right lung. Ooh, we were pretty close to the heart. We were just a little high for being a heart shot, but still, it took this bighorn sheep down very, very quickly. Okay, and now we are not sure about that third one. That whether we got a hit on that or not. So we're gonna go up here. He was a little closer to us, and we took a shot at him, and we'll have Gunner search. And we found a zone. Awesome. Again, like I said, we've only been on this map twice before, so we have a lot of zones to find before we can get a good hunt going on. Come on, give me my rifle back. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see if Gunner can find any blood. I don't think I hit that third one, but you never can tell. Okay, he's not finding anything, so we're not going to spend any more time on that. Go diamond moose. Yeah, moose, they are such a big target. But when you start out the game, that was the issue we were having. That, like I said, I was trying not to use any DLC weapons for the free players since with Xbox, this game came out on the Ultimate Game Pass, which lets you play games for free as long as you're a member. So I figured that we would be getting some folks that were playing as free players, so I wanted to try and give them the best experience. So I was only using the stock weapons. And when you start off with that little 243, and then we did upgrade to the 270, they still don't have the oomph to knock down a moose. And for a while there, that was all I was seeing. Like, literally was just freaking moose everywhere in Layton Lakes. So we were going on a moose rampage where we were just blazing away at every freaking moose we found. If we could get in close, we were popping them right in the face and just being totally cruel and unhumane to those animals. Okay, we got some more goats coming in here. And we are out in the open. Oh, we found a shed. Or is that poop? That is poop. Okay. I thought that might have been a shed. That would have been nice. But it was shit. Okay, now we moved our... There's a tree. There's what we want to go for. Get some cover. The wind has shifted a bit in our favor. It's at least off to the side. So we're going to go up here and see if we can't take another one of these goats or sheep, whatever they are. Get up here under cover and then we'll pop up. Oh, and it looks like he is very close. So for him, we are going to shift to short range, 75 meter 0. And well, we should be good. Oh, look at them all. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hear you. That was a miss. That was a miss. I think we actually hit the tree. I think that first one hit the tree too. It had a very strange, loud echo when we fired that first shot. So we may have just got skunked on those shots because of the damn tree. But we can at least discover their zone and find out when they come here, because one of my favorite phrases is, if we don't kill them today, we'll kill them tomorrow. Use the 300 for the moose. Yeah, that is an excellent one too. And another fun one is that 470. You can literally, it has 100 penetration. You can literally shoot them in the chest and have the bullet come out their ass. It will punch all the way through them, which for just a revenge thing makes it very, very satisfying. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, the 300 is, for big game, I would say one of two of the best weapons in the game. Between like the 300, the 338, and the 7mm. When you're hunting those big animals like the buffalo, the bison, lions, yeah, you cannot go wrong with any of those weapons. Sounds like we got some more running around over here. I think if we get something close, we are going to try our air rifle. Now you can see here, short range for the air rifle is only 25 meters. For the M1, it's 75 meters. And as well, mid-range is only 50 meters. Long range is 100 meters. But it's got quite the bit of stopping power, especially for your mid-range animals. Got new poster. Is it the hunting? Is there a poster for hunting? For the hunter? There he goes. There he goes. See, they're already trying to get back in this zone. Are you going to stop? If you stop, we'll take a shot at you. No, it looks like he's running on through. Okay, so let's see if we can get one of the other ones, like right there. And again, he's right behind that damn tree. And there's another one that said there is definitely no shortage of animals on this map. Okay, a couple of them come through. Is there still one more hiding up here? Or did they all... I think they all bounced. No, there is one more. I still hear footsteps. Right there, right there, right there, right there. And he's at a full run, but we'll try to take a shot at him. Oh, right over his head. That hit. That hit. Awesome. That should be a kill. Crush Avril Lavigne. Yeah, she's a cutie. I am the gray hair gamer, so she's a bit young for me. But she is definitely a cutie. Alright, so I thought that was going to be a pretty difficult hit. Getting that guy as he was at a run. And we were definitely out of our zeroed range there. Let's see if Gunner can do his thing and pick up the trail. We may be a little too far away from where we hit. Yeah, I think we were a little too far away. Looks like, he picked it up there. He found it. He found it. Excellent. Non-vital organ hit, which by itself probably wouldn't have guaranteed a kill. But, oh, she is 35 now. Wow. Where does the time go, man? She was just a kid like when she came out on the scene. But yeah, with this goat, being that we got 2 shots in on it, even if both of them are non-vital, we're still pretty, we got a pretty high chance of getting a kill out of this. Gunner, why you not been barking? Normally when the dog gets so far out in front of you, he usually barks to let you know what direction he's going. But so far he's been staying pretty quiet. Yeah, that second shot was probably non-vital as well. Seeing as how far... Ah, there he is. There, he found it. Harvest found. Yes, we got the kill. And we got something else in the area yet, too. So you can see, even with this air rifle, this basically jumped up Alice in Chains. You like Alice in Chains? They're cool. I used to listen to them quite a lot. You can see, yeah, pelvis, intestines. We shot him in the ass twice, but we got the kill. This was a female, so no trophy on that. And we want to praise Gunner there. And we will also tell him to sit so we can pet him and give him a little bit of reward to keep his hearts up. Hey, who's a good boy? Okay. So now we did move our waypoint. Oh, look at that hunting pressure we got built up there. Woo, man, that's awful purple. So we need to boogie on out of this area. Let's see, like Pearl Jam and Nirvana. So it sounds like you definitely like the 90s. I listened to all those guys when they came out, and even had a few bootleg Japanese imports of Pearl Jam and things like that. One band you may want to check out is oh shoot, now I'm gonna draw a blank. I am gonna draw a blank. But it was the band, the lead singer died from a drug overdose, and the other members of the band split up, and they actually started Pearl Jam and Soundgarden. And give me a minute, and I will remember the name of that band. Mother Love Bone. That is the name. Mother Love Bone is the name of the band. They had some really good songwriting, some really good playing, and a lot of people give credit to, like Nirvana and Pearl Jam, is like the fathers of the grunge in the 90s, but it was actually Mother Love Bone that got all that started. So if you like that type of music, I'd recommend seeing if you could download a couple of them. And what was that? Is that? That's one of those bobcats. Okay, now that is one animal that you would think would be a larger animal and would be okay for our 30-06, but it's actually not. You need to use the air rifle on that. Okay, so here our first spotting of our white-tailed deer. Again, like I said, this is only the second map to have them. And he's on the borderline of where we shot before that hunting pressure. We can risk a shot. But now using our little waypoint trick, we can tell they are about 130 meters. So now we can set our 0. And we want to take this guy. He's not a big buck, but he will respawn as a bigger buck. Boom. And he is not going to go far at all. That was at least a single lung hit with a very good chance of a double lung hit. Yeah, Candlebox is an excellent band as well. I used to listen to them too. I haven't really listened to too much music lately. I really don't know why. I think it has more to do with me being, having less free time, and being on my phone more. But also, when I listened to a lot of that was when MTV was still good and still showed actual videos instead of being reality TV. And that made listening a whole lot better too. Okay, let's see what we got up here. We got that doe already trying to come back. Both doe are already trying to come back in. We are going to let them pass because we want the bucks to respawn. We don't really care so much about the females. Correct records too. Now, do you collect like real records, vinyl, or CDs? Because there is a difference. For a real collector, you want to have the vinyl. And surprisingly, there are still quite a few places that sell vinyl, and even a lot of the new albums are coming out on vinyl. Okay, so here is our waypoint, and there is our buck. So he did not go far at all. There's the blood stain. I'm going to say maybe 20 meters. So that was probably, I'm going to guess that was probably a double lung shot. Yeah, you got to go vinyl, man. If you're going to collect the good deal. Like I said, you can see he's just a little rack. He's just a little fella. but now he has a chance to respawn as a bigger one. No, flesh, liver, intestines. We were just back a hair off the lungs, but we did definitely have the penetration. That would have been a double lung hit. How far did he go? It's saying tracking distance 0. We followed him, like I said, probably a good 20 meters. I wonder if that might be a glitch in the game, because the other day it showed me as having 0 tracking when I know I followed that guy probably 40, 50 meters. Okay, so we're definitely having a decent hunt here. We are building up the hunting pressure on this side of the lake as well. So we want to get on up out of here a little bit. We may spook an animal or two, but we can come back another day and kill them. Beatles yesterday. Got a Beatles album. It was a first press. Wow, that's pretty cool. That is definitely going to be a collector's item, I'm sure, if it isn't already. My thing when I was younger was I collected comic books. The oldest comic book I had, I got when I was 4 years old, and I still have it. And it was actually turned out, I didn't know it at the time. Like I said, I was 4 years old when I got it, but it turned out to be an X-Men issue that was the first appearance of Dark Phoenix. Yeah, it was 1974. I got my first comic book, and I still have it. Okay, we are getting up into a little bit of a thicker area up here. And we got quite a bit to go until we hit this other lake. We could have actually brought the four-wheeler. But we've been doing pretty good here with the kills. So I don't think we're going to be in too big of a rush to get up to this other lake. When I played this map previously, I hit almost as many animals up here. Okay, that's that same lake over there. I hit almost as many animals. And speaking of animals, there we go. There's a white-tailed deer drinking. So there's a drink zone up there. We need to go. Have we discovered that drink zone already? Yes, I think we did. So we really don't need to head over that way. It would have been worth it walking over there. Hi, buddy. What are you doing? Here, we'll give you a pet. He's still down to 1 heart. But I had mentioned in the previous episodes, man, when Expansive Worlds, when they made this game and made the animal models, they did an incredible job. I really gotta give it up for them. And just the way they move, the textures and the colors are just total top notch. Okay, we're not seeing too much up here. The wind is still in our favor, so I think we're gonna eat up a little bit of distance and get across this field. There we also got a nice view of the lake. Now the first time we were here at the lake, we did splurge a little bit since we had this good luck around this lake. We went ahead and splurged and set up the permanent fixture tree stand there, but we haven't used it yet. We have to let this hunting pressure die before we jump before we jump back into that area. But I'm definitely excited to use that in the future. So let's get on up here. Find us something else to kill. See, we're at 9:30 in the morning, so we still have plenty of daylight left. Looks like our whitetail, yeah, the whitetail deer. Favorite is Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah, I like Smashing Pumpkins. Their older stuff was really good. Okay, we need to move our waypoint again. They did some really good videos for their songs as well. I can remember being up 2-3 o'clock in the morning, pretty much stoned out of my ass after work, and watching MTV and watching those videos like half the night. Watching videos and Beavis and Butthead episodes. Okay, so yeah, we're moving up into the thicket up here. We haven't really explored here too much before, so we do want to be a bit cautious. We did get a... right there, that's what that is. That's a lure object. We had this icon pop up for some kind of object, but yeah, we can plainly see right there it's a lure object. We'll head over there and collect that for a bit of a little bit of free XP. Free XP is good XP in my book. And that sounds like another bobcat. A warning call. Man, he must have heard us. Wow. They do have some sensitive hearing. But we're going to risk it. Heading over here, we're going to collect this up, and then we're going to head on back up north and see if we can kill that bobcat.
It's tough life out here. The rancheros with the big estates live at
A
large
ranchero.
and rely on vaqueros to do the dirty work. At least my parents have no time for people like that.
Okay, and we did unlock a skill point with our last level up, so let's see what we have available. I think we've been putting, the big perk we've been trying to work towards is in the stalker tree, and that is our soft feet perk. Unfortunately, we do not have that unlocked yet. We have to spend 5 skill points to unlock it, and we've spent 1, 2, 3. So we have to spend 2 more points in this skill tree before we can get that. So I think we will go ahead and put that into our track knowledge. So that will tell us a lot more information there now. And there's another group of whitetail. Oh, look at that rack there. For level 2, man, that is a very, very nice rack. And we got our does. Man, look how many. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 10. It is very rare that you see groups this size on Layton Lakes, that's for sure. Okay, so let's take a look here. He's such a nice big one. And he is right in where we had hunting pressure built up before. But I think it's not too dark purple. We can take a risk There's another second smaller buck. There is a third medium-sized buck. But this one is sitting there. He's by far the nicest. And he's sitting there giving us a perfect broad-on side shot. So we would be a fool not to take it. That was in the ribs. And right down he went. Now, with the M1 here, Runaway Train by Soul Asylum. Yes, I know that song. In fact, learned how to play it on guitar even. Now, with the M1, we could have easily taken a second shot at one of these other animals, but I did not want to risk going overboard with the hunting pressure. So we're going to let these other ones go for today. It was a risk taking one out of there, but if we take 2 or 3 out of this group, we do not want to erase this zone. And if we get too much hunting pressure, it will definitely do that. Yeah, I hear you. You're growling at me. You're not happy that I shot your big buck. But we can come back here another day and kill some more of these deer. Okay, we are going to let Gunner track this, or attempt to track it just to get him a little free XP. And he is heading over there. It looks like we may be getting... Yeah, there he found it. We may be getting a little bit of lag. And if you watched our Rancho del Arroyo special episode, yeah, we see it. We found it. And we got a gold out of that deer. Excellent, excellent. He was only a tier 2, but now he has... Okay, we got it. Shush, shush, shush. Now he has a chance to come back as a tier 3 deer. But as far as the lag, we brought that up. Yeah, there's the tree stand that we purchased. As you can see, it's prime time right for this this drink zone. This is going to be the place, I think, when we come back with a bow. We're gonna be slaying some deer out of this. That's for sure. But again, back to the lag. A few people have noticed it, that there is a little bit of lag sometimes on this map. And the current opinion is that it's because there are so many animals. They are so numerous on this map that it can put a strain on even the Xbox One and the PS5, their processors. I'm sure... What is that right there? Looks like, yep, there's a bobcat. Okay, so with him... but to finish up on the lag before I get distracted yet again, the developers do know about it, and I'm sure they're going to be working on it. So it is not an issue with the game itself or your console. It's something in the map. Yeah, you can see we kind of slowed down a little bit here walking. Unfortunately, right now there's nothing really anyone can do about it. You just kind of have to deal with it. Okay, so we have us this bobcat, and past experience, when I shot one with my M1, we found out that 30-06 is actually too big of a shell. Twos can make diamond. Diamond for whitetail. Deer is 85 to 100 kilogram. Twos can make diamond. Yes, you're absolutely correct about that. So we had to do with that. But go in here to wildlife, and that is a Mexican bobcat. I believe they are type tier 4, class 3 ammo. So yeah, they are even smaller. The M1 is only, the lowest it goes is class 4. So we're going to have to try and sneak in here and use our air rifle. And again, I only have 1 point so far unlocked in my zeroing perk, which is unlocked short range and medium range. We do not have long range unlocked yet. So short range for this rifle is 25 meters, medium is 50. So we want to try and get in as close as we possibly can. This air rifle will have the knockdown power to kill this bobcat, but only if we're stealthy. Now we do have the wind in our favor, which is always a bonus. Again, we do not have the soft feet perks unlocked yet, so we have to be a little careful going through the brush, because yeah, these creatures, these bobcat do have some very, very sensitive hearing. They have some very good ears on them. But we've already closed the gap to just over 100 meters now, so we're doing pretty good. Any tips for freshwater fishing on a dam? Man, it has been a long time since I've gone fishing, to be brutally honest. I honestly don't know what advice to give you on fishing. There's a lot of variables there, like what type of fish are in the area and that kind of thing. And in addition, I was never like a master fisherman. I just did it to go out and drink beer with my buddies, basically. Okay, so that bobcat, hopefully we didn't spook him. I'm not able to spot him, but he could be behind these bushes, whatnot. Now we are carrying the wounded jackrabbit call, which is the smaller. There's two predator calls, the jackrabbit and the distress fawn. And I know that the smaller one that we have now does work on these bobcats. So let's try it. This should be our doe bleat. Yep. And we are in a concealed area. Let's see if we can call this. See if we can call this bobcat into his doom. Okay, sit, Gunner. We don't need you making any extra noise right now. Okay, let's see if we had any luck. Now we have to play a little bit of the patience game and give this bobcat, if he's even still in the area, a chance to respawn. Okay, man, you taking off. Again, APC, it was good to meet you. Glad we got to hang out a little bit. And, yeah, stop back again sometime. I'm usually on on like one episode a day, roughly. So have a good one. Hope you get some sleep. And again, we'll probably catch you next time. We're not having too much luck here. We're not seeing any bobcat come after us. So we're going to try and ease on up here a little bit. Okay, our waypoint is still about 50 meters out. Okay, what was that? Was that Gunner growling? Or was that the bobcat growling? Ah, there's the bobcat. He is still there. Our call did not work on him. Alright, so we need to get into a little bit of cover here and really get patient. Really take our time here. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. You're right in there. You're right in there. Somewhere. You're hiding in them bushes. And we got a tree in our way. But we should be close enough that if he runs, we should be able to hear his footsteps when he takes off. When we were talking about the lag on this map a little earlier, this is actually one situation. Thought I heard something. This is actually one situation where that lag is a little bit of a help. Because when we go to draw a bead on this bobcat, that little bit of lag will give us an extra fraction of a second to get a bead on him, and it will make our whole breath last a little bit longer. We will have a little more time to get him in our crosshairs before everything goes all wobbly. Okay, I'm not seeing him. He may have taken off. I don't know. No, I do not want the doe bleat call. I want the binoculars. Okay, right there he is. Right there he is. We're set for 50 meters, which should be good. Give me a good side shot. Boom, in the ribs. In the ribs. And I think we got us... Yeah. We got us a kill. We dropped him right in his freaking tracks. With the air rifle. Excellent. Yeah, he's growling. Okay, now Gunner is growling because this is a considered a predatory animal. And he's growling to ward him off. But yeah, again, look at the models, man. The texture of the coat, the detail, the way they move, just top notch. Top notch. And how do we do there? We came in at an angle, and we got flesh, stomach, intestines, liver, and right lung, man. We hit like every vital organ. Now this is a female, But since you really can't tell the difference between the male and the female, not like obviously like a white-tailed deer where one has antlers and one doesn't, this is one of the animals where you can get trophies for both male and female. This is a type 2 minor, and again saying zero tracking distance, which in this case was an instant kill, but $1,200 for that. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We will take it. And that was at 22 meters. That's why the bullet climbed a little bit. We were zeroed for 50 meters. Okay, we picked it up there, Gunner. Calm down. You can stop growling now. The bad kitty cat went away. So we are definitely, I think, having a pretty decent day here. You can see we've added quite a bit of hunting pressure there. And we still have quite a bit to go before we get to this next lake. So we want to keep on moving up that way. We're gonna stay closer to the road here, I think, so we can use that the road we make less noise when we're walking on the road. I mean, it's not a huge difference, but again, since we do not have that perk. Oh, we've already crossed the road here. Okay. Since we don't have the perk yet, we need to take advantage where we can with as far as noise goes. Okay, we found a ringneck. Speaking of ringneck. With the ringneck, one being a brand new animal for Rancho, it also has an extra dynamic to it that to get the full harvest check, the full benefit of this is you have to spook them and get them in the air. And you have to shoot them from the air to get everything. And in fact, there is a mission when you do the story missions on this map where the caretaker, owner, whatever you want to call it. See right there's one. There's two of them. Will have you go out and hunt these ringnecks. And he tells you have to take them from the air. Oh, look like they're traveling. Yes, they are. But if you do shoot them on the ground, you will still get some money and experience. I have done it myself just to see how that worked. And trust me, it's a lot easier to shoot them on the ground. So unless you're trying to get like a diamond ringneck or, a trophy like that, my advice is just frickin' pop them on the ground. Just shoot them where you find them. Now this is definitely a smaller animal, so yep, there they go. That one in front is like a tier 1, but man, he looks different. It looks like he has a different coat. Perhaps that's as a male, and these other ones are, yeah, I would say these smaller ones here are the females, and that bigger one would be the male with his little clutch, his little harem of females following along with him. Now he is traveling, so we may not be able to catch up with him, but he is heading in the same direction we want to go. So we'll keep on him here a little bit. Oh, maybe they're coming. Maybe they're coming back this way. So if we can get up here under some cover. We might be able to get a shot off on one of these guys. There, one just spooked. You can hear the foom, 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 foom of the wings. Yeah, right there he goes. Now, if we were to take a shot at this fella, we would get full trophy, full harvest, everything on him. But that looked like a female. We want to try and get one of these big males up here. Okay, Gunner, we're going to need you to sit. Stay here, buddy. Just chill out here and be quiet. And we'll see if we can get you some fresh pheasant meat for dinner. Won't be cookies for you today, my friend. It'll be ringneck pheasant under glass. We're still zoned in here, zeroed in for 50 meters, which should be okay. Yeah, right there he is. Look at you, buddy. Boom. And he is gone. I was going to say, is he going to fly? But no, it just took a second to kill him. We will take this female as well. Boom, right in the head. And she's going to flop around there for a second. And then she should die as well. Now you can spook these guys, apparently. If you hold the right bumper, he'll make a whistle. And that's not your whistle to... See, there he goes. There, that's kicked him up in the air. And now with this, we're going to have a tough time shooting him in the air. It'd be much easier with a shotgun. And we already took 2, so we're pretty good. So let's take a look. Since we did shoot these guys on the ground, let's see what difference this might make. Yeah, oh, look at that beautiful, beautiful animal. Look, you can see all the texture and the stripes on the tail, the spots on the body, the beautiful colors on the head and the wattle. Man, I give it up to them. I give it up to Expansive Worlds. Between the animals and just the lush environments that these maps are on, just incredible. Let's see, so we hit him one time right in the neck. It was grounded, trophy rating grounded, so we got no trophy for this guy. But we still got $749 as well as 100 XP. Now this is saying improper ammo for this animal as well, being it's technically a rifle shell and not like a shotgun. But ammo for this thing is cheap, so we'll take a couple shots and see if we can luck out. Yeah, no. Definitely helps to have the shotgun for these guys. But we did take down 2 of them. Come on, Gunner. Come on up here, buddy. And this would be the little female. Again, we got it right in the neck. Again, the grounded trophy rating. So no trophy for that, but we got $750 and 86 experience points. So while it's not perfect, oh, you're tracking that blood, huh? Okay, good boy. Good boy. And Gunner, the Wonder Dog, leveled up again as companion, so we need to check on him and see how he's doing with his leveling. He is level 11 companion, which means he should have unlocked his second perk, his second trait, and he is level 5 tracker. Yes, we did. So now we have the choice of Sixth Sense, which gives him a higher chance of sensing when an animal is about to be spooked. They do that automatically. That is a passive skill. You do not have to activate that. Or we have the Nosy, which increases the distance at which he can find a blood clue. That's a tough one. I think we're going to take the Sixth Sense and increase that when we're about to spook an animal, because that I've used that before. I've had that happen, and it is extremely useful, especially when you're in stealth mode and you're not exactly sure where that animal is, like whether he's hiding behind a tree. That little warning whine that your dog can give you can make a big difference. As well as if you're just walking through an area and don't even know an animal's there, and you hear that little whine, you're like, whoa, it can be like a kind of a radar for you, where you can't see the animal, you can't hear it, but your dog can. I've actually made a couple kills that way from my dog warning me. Okay, we are seeing a few tracks up in this area. I think it is the pheasant or the grouse. No, this is bighorn sheep. Came through here. But without a pile of scat, we don't know how long ago that it was. Since we haven't heard any warning signs or anything from bighorn, we're just going to go ahead. We're going to assume that it's been a while since that animal's come through here. Okay, let's get back on our trail here. It looks like there's the road right below us. So we want to head down to there. Again, we want to take advantage as much as we can of the situation. We can use that road to lower our noise a little bit. And yeah, you can definitely notice a bit of that lag even in the motions as we run. It's not too bad, but it is still enough that you can notice. Again, I'm sure that the designers are... Whoa, there we got something. There's a ringneck. Sit, Gunner. Good boy. I'm sure the designers are working on it, because this is such a popular... Oh, there he goes, there he goes, there he goes. He's going to jump up in the air. And there is some bighorn sheep as well. I think we'll have an easier chance killing the bighorn sheep if they stop. Man, they're just running right through. They must be traveling as well. They must be traveling from zone to zone. That was probably a miss. That one wasn't. That one put him down. Okay, come on, Gunner. Let's go get us a bighorn sheep. And you can see here how far Gunner ran away. He covers a pretty large area when he's searching for blood. So I don't think that perk that we had was really going to be that big of a deal. Yeah, that was definitely an organ hit. Vital organ. Yeah, we only hit him the one time, and we got the double lung penetration. Hell, that bullet almost popped out the other side of this guy. And did we pass all our... We did pass all our harvest checks. So there is another $1,100. 256 XP for this guy. They are worth some points. Awesome. Okay, good boy Gunner. Give him that praise. Okay, so let's check our map. Yeah, you can see we are leaving a trail of just hunting pressure behind us. So that is very good. One, it shows we're getting good kills, and also that the new hunting pressure, when we add it, it will subtract the hunting pressure from that place we first came to. So that means we'll be able to head back there sooner. Come on, Gunner. Gunner the Wonder Dog, the tracking machine. Okay, we got some more ringneck up here somewhere, it sounds like. Not sure exactly where they are at. Let's go on and get on up here a little bit. We want to keep moving towards this lake. And as well, the map gives us a little bit of a clue. We've used this little exploit before. That we have not really explored this area right here, but the map shows it as a very light color as if we did explore it. So with that clue, and as well it is right at the end of a trail, we are going to guess that that is a hunting outpost. So we are going to move our waypoint to that and see if we can go discover that before we move on to the lake. Had something else give a warning call there. I didn't get turned around in time to see what was making that warning call. Now here's some scat. White-tailed deer, very old. So again, when you find scat, it will give a description. The most recent one, there's some ringneck right there. If we had the shotgun, we'd be taking these guys out. But if they want to land on the ground right in front of us, we'll take that too. Oh, he's jumping back up again. I thought it was gonna be... That was pretty much a gimme, man. He landed right, literally 20 yards right out in front of us. Again, we should have been packing the shotgun. We would have been able to take that shot, or the 22 even. But yeah, as far as the scat, when you find scat, and it says just now, that is the freshest you can get. And that means that you are literally 10-15 seconds behind that animal. He dropped that pile of shit literally 15 to 30 seconds, I would say, before you got there. And then after just now, there's fresh, or very, I think there's very fresh, which is like 30 seconds to a minute. And then there's fresh, which is like a minute to 2 minutes. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have old and then very old. Old usually means about 5 minutes, and very old means 10 minutes or more. So for that white-tailed deer scat we found was very old. That means that that was at least 10 minutes ago that that animal came through there. So he is probably long gone, unless there was a zone very close by. And as far as for real life hunting, I wish Piles of Poop just told you that. In real life, you have to examine it. You have to stir it around a little bit. You have to squeeze it to see how soft or how hard it is. In order to judge how old it is. This is much better. You do not have to touch or smell the pile of shit to know how long ago the animal came through. See how we doing here on our map. Looks like we need to go about another 100 meters or so, and then we'll cut off through the woods to go check out this this hunting outpost. But yeah, we're running here now, and we're still making a bit of noise. We are making 2 red bars of noise. And there's a coyote. Now the coyote is pretty much exactly the same as what we encountered on Layton Lakes. The white-tailed deer, aside from the numbers, are pretty much exactly the same as Layton Lakes, as what we encountered there. The only real difference between Layton and here at Rancho are their times, their zone times. Their drink zones are slightly different than Layton. Their feed zone times, their daily routine is a little bit different than Layton. But once you discover a couple zones, you can figure out what time you want to be hunting the white-tailed deer. If, like I say, if you want to do the great one, then you definitely want to be hunting the whitetails. You want to get to know their routine. But it also works for any animal. I know people that go on a map and they will, their goal will be to get a diamond in every animal. So by paying attention to those zones, discovering those zones, you can really up the odds that you can make things like that happen. Okay, it looks like we got about 300 meters to go here yet. We are in more of a, I wouldn't call it a desert biome. We are in here with the grass and some brush and some trees. It still has a that southwest feel to it, but it's not straight up desert. Okay, we were hearing some more pheasant coming from down that way there, but we want to go on up this way. And what tracks do we have here? This looks like bighorn sheep again. Yes, it is. That is a possible diamond. See, now when we examine these tracks, we put another point in that perk. So now we know its approximate weight. We know this bighorn sheep is approximately 105 to 132 kilograms, where before we just knew it was a bighorn sheep and it was trotting. There will be, there's one more point we can put in that perk where when we hit that track, it will also tell us its approximate health. Whether it's basically full health, 75 to 100% health, 50 to 75%, 25 to 50, or 0 to 25. And that becomes very, very useful when you get a shot and you're tracking an animal. You can literally watch its health go down. And when you find those tracks that say 0 to 25% health, you know to be looking for a corpse. Okay, now here's a coyote. He was running. This was probably a female, seeing as it only showed as a potential bronze. But it's at a run 15, 18 kilograms. So that is... And speaking of the coyote, there it is making a warning call at me. Okay, we're getting close in here. We're going to go ahead and step this out because we want to discover this outpost. And here we're coming upon one feature that so far is unique to Rancho, and that is these large cactuses. Now, on any other map, when you had brush and trees and you went barreling through them, two things happen. One of two things. You could either go right through it like this bush, or you hit the tree trunk or a tree branch and it stopped you. Now with this, and these, just the large ones, these little ones here like this are completely like just normal vegetation. You can walk right through them. But now these bigger ones, when you hit them, even at a walk, you take damage. It's not a big amount of damage, but still you're taking damage. So that is one unique feature of this desert. And there we go. Oh, there, even that little one like that. Wow, we took a little damage off that. Huh. So beware the cacti. Okay, so yes, we did discover a new hunting outpost, which is awesome. We need these. We might have mentioned before that finding these outposts will set us up in the future, so where we can do effective hunts that we can fast travel from area to area to area very, very quickly. It also gives us a little bit of extra XP, but it'll let us jump around, especially like when we're doing grinds, say for like the whitetail for the great one. Their window of drink time is not very long. It's only a couple hours of game time. So you want to make the most of that time. You don't want to pay $250 to reset the time again and again and again, because it quickly adds up. So you want to be able to cover as much area as you can. You want to be able to cover as many of those drinking zones as you can in that short time. So having these outposts unlocked, as well as putting a tent here or there in a prime location can really, really help you do that and really get you a lot more kills and get you a lot more respawns so that you can get that great 1-2 respawn to start off. So, recap there. Today, we covered quite a bit of area. We got us quite a few kills. We added to our hunting pressure, but it was nice we didn't really add too much in areas where we already had hunting pressure. Let's take a look at our... where is it at? It's under Codex, yes. There we go, our hunting log, latest harvest. See how we did today. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got us 9 kills today. Very good hunt. We got 4 bighorn sheep. We got 2 white-tailed deer, 2 ringneck pheasants, and a Mexican bobcat. So for an hour and a half hunt, I'd say that was a pretty good deal. And we got us, it looks like 1, 2, 3 golds and 1 silver. It's kind of hard to see, these icons are kind of small. But all in all, a very, very good day. Very good hunt. Let's check on our profile card. Yeah, we almost went up 1 entire level. When we started this adventure today, this episode, we were just under level 10, and now we are just about ready to go up to level 11. And we added quite a bit on our rifle weapon score. So hopefully soon we'll be able to unlock something else, like maybe the big 8 to 16 power scope, or some of the bigger caliber weapons. That would be awesome. So all in all, an excellent day's hunt. I think we're going to take this pause and go ahead and end this episode. And it would not be Mexico without a beat-up car sitting in the front yard. I just found that funny. I'm sorry. If that's racist, I apologize, but man, that's funny. Again, I'm your host, the Gray Hair Gamer. Thanks again for joining us. If you like the episode, if you found it helpful or fun, or you even just like watching me make an idiot of myself, feel free to leave a comment. Give that thumbs up, give that follow, give that like. Every little bit of your support does wonders for the channel. We are on Twitch as well as YouTube, both channels, Gray Hair Gamer. If you're interested in seeing any past episodes, I know Twitch only keeps them, I think, 2 weeks. So if you want to see anything else, check out our YouTube channel. We have a full archive of past episodes there. You're more than welcome to go give a look. I also do a Conan Exiles stream, and you can find episodes of that as well on YouTube. So, one last time, I'm the Gray Hair Gamer. It's been a pleasure making this episode. It was really cool to be able to talk to my couple viewers there today. It was really cool to meet you guys. And until next time, keep your eyes on that prize. You never know where that diamond, or in the case of Rancho del Arroyo, you never know where that great one's going to be hiding. So, until next time, good hunting. We'll see you then. Take care.